Yeah, the wisdom books are amazing at providing direction, and that falls under the category of law. I mean, it just reminds you that law is not a bad category. Law is wisdom. God's commands are wise, and those who follow them follow the path of wisdom. So throughout these books, and especially in the Psalms, think of Psalm 119, the law of the Lord is God's wisdom for life in a fallen world. Proverbs is just an amazing piece of inspired wisdom literature. And what's interesting is many of these proverbs can be found sometimes in the exact wording in ancient pagan cultures also. That just shows you how universal wisdom is. You don't have to be a Christian to be wise. I've had a fun time in family devotions going through Proverbs, just reading it, not even commenting on it, because they're simple. They kind of explain themselves. The law is universally known to everyone's conscience. That's why I say non-Christians can often be wise, sometimes wiser than Christians. But Christians don't just go to this wisdom material in the Bible looking for helpful tips to live by or things to put on coffee mugs. Always remember the law, first of all, shows us our sin and drives us to Christ. Ultimately, that's the wisest thing that we could do is flee to Christ from the judgment of the law. It leaves us hopeless of finding any anchor in ourselves. So God's wisdom displays our foolishness in bold relief. But then Christ is made the greatest wisdom that we could ever know, as Paul says in 1 Corinthians 1:30. See, he's the one who has perfectly obeyed God's commands, living wisely. And he has borne our failures in his own body on the cross. To know him is the highest wisdom. Mm-hmm. But then God's wisdom guides us as those who are now liberated from the fear of judgment, those who are justified. The law becomes a friend to give us counsel when we despair of knowing which path to take.